Welcome, Bethany. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Yes, it's great to have you here today. You're the founder of Tap into Fitness. And
Correct.
usually, uh, fitness people they tend to target a certain different kind of people. But your message is to the busy professional out there who wants to achieve a certain results. You help them get back into feeling better about themselves and gaining back their focus. Tell us more about what you do.
Yeah. Like you mentioned, I work with busy professionals. It's easy to just want to keep working instead of um, you know, focusing on your fitness, which if you don't have a good fitness level, you're probably not too happy about yourself ultimately.
Mm,
And ultimately at the end of the day, if you don't take good care of yourself, you're not going to be able to continue leading a company, running a company, whatever your hat may be. If you're, excelling high in your career. I've worked with quite a few doctors, attorneys, CEOs, and so I understand the importance of being able to stay in really good health, good shape, and
mm,
ultimately that'll keep your mind strong so you can keep your company going.
mm. Okay. So what when you're a professional yourself, like what was the inspiration? Like what was the motivation to say I want to help professionals? The busy ones
Um,
who do not have their time.
yeah, well, I was basically leading a company and got the company launched off the ground, hired staff and stuff like that. And I was just working so much. Basically, my whole life was consumed with work, nothing else. And I
Mm,
actually lost my own health. And it took me 5 weeks where I was basically on bed rest, couldn't do anything, had no other game plan.
mm,
I decided I never wanted to let that happen to me again.
mm,
Um, and I'm always pretty a high achiever myself. And so I know that others could probably relate to my format and my story.
mm,
And so therefore I decided to change my focus to again where I'm helping busy professionals because I can see a huge gap in people that are super overwhelmed, not feeling super confident about themselves, but still trying to run a company.
mm,
And they probably think they don't have the time, but you can figure out a way to make the time so that you can again make sure that you stay in the best shape mentally and physically to continue leading a company or continue excelling high in your career.
mm. Oh wow. And what is working with you? What does it look like?
So working with me, um, yeah, so I bring a lot of energy, have quite a bit of talent. I focus primarily on like wellness and fitness, whether it's you want a strength training plan, more cardio based, endurance based, or Pilates based. I can do that. I'm pretty well versed, have quite a few different certifications, a lot of different experience with men and women. Um, I pretty much sometimes I can be intense, but I just want to try to push my clients to the next level. Um, and yeah, and I like to build more of an actual relationship, not so much a transactional relationship.
Mm,
That's kind of what I'm all about. And so I'm big on one-on-one training because I think that's what a lot of people are missing in today's world is the one-on-one support and
mm,
accountability. And so
mm,
that's kind of where I excel at, I guess, if you will.
mm. Oh, wow. And so your program, do you focus on what they eat? Do you like what does that how does that go?
Yeah, so it varies on an individual basis is kind of how I plan things out. You can either just work with me on your fitness goals. Um, you can also work with me on fitness and habit goals. Um, I've actually had very few people that have asked me for nutritional guidance, even though I know a lot about it and I can give that advice out. I just haven't done a lot of it. Most people just seek me out because I'm really good with delivering people transformations physically and mentally too. So again, primarily working on changing your some wellness goals in addition to your fitness, such as improving your sleep or increasing your sleep if you're not sleeping much, improving your mood, because that can be a huge factor in like how the rest of your life is going. Focusing on like a mindful practice. If you're always constantly running at 100 miles an hour, sometimes you need to be able to slow yourself down so that you can maintain your focus without letting your emotions get the best of you. And then two, I also just offer custom fitness workout plans. It can be they're self-guided, but I always customize them. So one person is never going to get the same thing as somebody else.
Okay, so someone comes to you. Let me see if I get it right. So someone comes to you and you go, okay, what are their goals, right? Like you try to establish what they're trying to go for, what will give them that feeling. Then I mean you see the gap in between that and you establish what's possible based on what their busy life looks like and based on your awareness and knowledge on fitness and the process of transformation, body transformation, and you establish a program for them.
More or less, yes.
More or less.
Again, I cater it specifically to the individual, because not every individual is different. Like, a 50-year-old woman is going to be different than a 35-year-old guy. Totally different, like, goals, and their body is at a totally different, like, place in life. Into someone that is just trying to restart a fitness routine after like 5 years of doing nothing, their routine is going to look different than someone where they're a busy professional, but they want to be excelling on the tennis court, like a totally different program.
Okay, sounds good. So what's your goal, with Tap into Fitness? What's the legacy here?
Well, I just want to share my love of fitness with the world and show like you can truly like change your life by staying consistent with a fitness routine and spending a little bit of time with yourself. Obviously, you're not going to devote the whole day to yourself, but you devote a small part of it, like you can really like do cool things in life. And eventually I would like to be offering some sort of a wellness retreat, whether it's domestically or abroad. That's kind of my long-term vision, if you will.
Wow, beautiful. And so now for the busy professional who is saying, I need that, I'm too busy. At the same time, I know some things need to be done. I want that change, and sometimes it doesn't always mean lose a lot of weight. Sometimes it could just mean strength. It could mean stamina. It could mean being fit, in terms of energy levels and all of that, right?
Exactly, yeah. Again, like I said, if you were to work with me within my fitness and habit coaching program, that's where something like I can help you work on keeping your mood more even so your emotions don't get the best of you. So you can actually like push past some of your like roadblocks, if you will, mentally as well as physically, and get you to do get you to go outside your comfort zone more than like having a lot of fear instead.
Wow. And what would be your message? What do you think is your core philosophy or message? Having worked with many people and seeing human behavior and your own personal experience with what you're doing right now, what would be your message to people?
Well, generally kind of the tagline I've been using with my business is elevate your life and tap into fitness. So if you're looking to change your life, get yourself to the next level, or whether it's personally, professionally, tap into fitness and I can help you get to that next level.
So train the body, train the mind?
Yes.
Or develop the body, develop the mind. Okay, it's great to have you today, and it's amazing to have you talk about what you do, and love what you do, and hope to connect you with more people as well. So thank you very much for coming today.
Yep, you're very welcome.